Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison, and I'd like to welcome you to the bonus speedrun episode of Stray. You would not believe how long I have been trying to get this recording session off the ground, but for a while now my throat has been scratchy as hell, no pun intended, and I keep forgetting how to play this game fast, go figure. So I've got an assortment of beverages in front of me, and during many of the unskippable cutscenes I will imbibe myself, and I hope that's not too torturous for you guys to listen, but as Theo gets a little impatient here. God, I love that animation so much. We'll go ahead and get started with this. You can kind of tell where I sort of decided to give up last time. I keep screwing up in the slums, so go figure. But this is going to be a complete glitchless speedrun played on the PS5. The world record is somewhere around an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 19 and change. And so far the fastest I've been able to do this is an hour 29, so don't be expecting all the cool tricks and things you get used to while watching all the professional speedrunners do their business. I haven't looked up any in particular. I'm just going straight off of personal experience and really just memory, so I'll probably end up forgetting a few things here and there, but I have the 2 codes that you need to beat the game written down in front of me, and I'm actually playing at my desk because for some reason my back is also killing me, so hooray for the frailty of the age of 30. So the first thing we have to do here is play with all of the cats. This is going to be a fun time because you just have to sit here and wait. This beginning section is a little bit of a bummer, but a lot of it, like in the slums in Midtown, you get to do some kind of fun stuff, I think. So we'll see how it goes, but I usually like to go for this last one over here too, because this is actually the shortest animation. We just get a little nuzzle on the cheek there, and then he goes and runs off, and then this one takes a little while, so there we go. But yeah, I'm actually recording this, I think 3 days out from when I intended to upload this, because I noticed I had Ghost of Tsushima, the finale and bonus episodes coincided with the finale and bonus episodes of Shadow of the Colossus, and I thought it was really cool that Stray also just happened to end up, you know, getting lost somewhere there in the midst of all that, but I didn't have a bonus episode for that, and that's where this comes in, so hooray for that, I suppose. But I'll take a drink here. We're gonna start with some coffee. This is still left over from earlier this morning. It's almost 7 p.m. by the way. I don't normally record this late, but like I said, I've been trying to get this recording session off the ground, and I was practicing a bit earlier, and Ori was on me the entire time, but then our neighbors started doing construction, and that was annoying. And usually around this time, Sarah and I would be watching Big Brother, but she's actually out of town. So again, another opportunity for me to sort of just sit here and brute force this. I didn't really get much of a chance to record anything this week, unfortunately, but that's all right. Them's the breaks, I guess. I like how I didn't even take a drink during any of that. Well, this is nice. I just kind of wish you could, you know, skip cutscenes. I wish you could wear the cool, many-colored vest that you get at the end of the game when you get all the memories. You don't get that on a new file, which I think for the prerequisites of the speedrun, it has to be a brand new file, so that's why we're doing what we're doing. Also over here I have a Diet Pepsi that I just didn't quite finish because of dinner, but that one's good too, still cold. All right, so this first area, heading into the city, it's pretty straightforward, but a couple of really dumb things can happen, and this little white cat to our right, I'm gonna name him Leo. Sometimes he will run directly in front of you and cause you to just come to a complete standstill. There he goes, get back, you little rat. All right. But otherwise it's just a hold forward for as long as you can, and try not to fidget with the camera too much, because whatever direction the camera is facing, unless you're clicking down on the right thumbstick, you will start running off into, so also be prepared to hear a lot of like X mashing, just so that we can get to the next platform as soon as possible. I've noticed when preparing for this that this game has a really weird tendency to sort of magnetize you to certain surfaces, and I think that's where a lot of the glitch stuff comes into play. I think a couple weeks ago at this point, there was a section when you're dropping the paint bucket, I'll bring it up then, onto the sky window thing, and it I jumped all the way down into the room and then it suctioned me all the way back up. So maybe I'll just show that here while we're just running through this, but I want to make sure not to tamper with the video too much so that if I do decide to submit this for some reason, that it's completely unaltered. But we'll see. I'm not into speedrunning or any of that stuff. I just don't like to get sick of the games that I'm playing, because I do have pretty good emotions about playing games, and I just would rather not ruin that. So, on the other hand, I probably should have maybe live streamed this, but this is attempt number 1, so the chances of me getting this right now are pretty slim. But I think if I ease myself into it and I sort of walk myself through this, I think I'll be all right. No, Theo, don't go. Oh, that's so sad. It was so funny. Pixel was actually watching me play this also. It was like she was giving me pointers. I took a picture of it and it's so funny. Oh, excuse me. God, I just did a hic burp. That was gross. All right. That's what happens when you, as caffeinated as I am right now. But, oh, it's so sad hearing them cry out for little Theo. Even that rat Leo. So, yeah. It's so sad. I'm sorry. Why? Oh. She tried so hard and got so far, so let's go and pop open a bottle of the old H2O. Oh yeah, that does me good. Very nice. And if you hear me cut out, it's probably me blowing my nose by doze, because for some reason I am also suffering that ailment. I don't have COVID, and I don't know what could possibly be causing this, but it might be the fact that I dearly miss my wife, so we'll see. But again, this is a little more straightforward. A lot of this game is just sort of memorizing the fastest way to get from point A to point B. And to be honest, I would be interested in seeing a glitched run of this, but I think a lot of it just entails that you don't go through solid objects, and you just go through it the way the game intends you to do, but in the, I guess, least obtrusive way possible. I thought about showing maybe 100% run of this, but if the cutscenes were skippable, I would then maybe consider it. But welcome to the Dead City. Let's hope that we don't accidentally jump onto any surfaces that we don't intend to. A lot of it is contingent on where your camera is facing, so you really have to sort of hope that you don't accidentally jump to something that you're not looking at, explicitly. So from here to here, mandatory meows and whatnot. And then this little area, there we go. Take a sharp left, and then we're gonna go and grab ourselves a bucket. So, yoink that. I could probably have grabbed the one that was a little closer, but that's all right. And then this is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes that bucket will fall instantly, other times not so much. That one was kind of nice, but you can't run into the motor, so you're fine on that front. So yeah, it was over here, you drop it, and then you're supposed to drop down, so I'll do it carefully, because I don't know if that's considered a glitch or not, but, yep, there you go. And we're down, we're good. Okay, so through the frat apartment, we'll sneak on over here and jump into yet another bucket. So, yeah, one of the bigger issues I've found myself having in trying to beat this is probably the damn Zerks. Those guys are kind of annoying, and I imagine not getting touched by them is an ideal way of getting through this, but I'm sorry, friend, I cannot help you. We'll go over here and not get caught. Excuse me. There we go. Sometimes you can accidentally nudge yourself under that sign, and it's super annoying. All right, another drink break. So, it's probably against my worst interest, but I've got myself a Tangerine Express Hazy IPA, so you know what? If this is recording number 1, unlikely to get used, then we'll see, but cheers to you all. Oof, that one's good. Okay, run sequence. So I am assuming the less you get touched, the better off you'll be. I usually just tend to mash the meow button to get them off me, because a lot of the speedrun, I think, is just like brute forcing through hordes of these guys. That is actually really good. There is an achievement tied to not getting hit by any Zerks in this one section, and it's really annoying to do, but we got it our second try in the project. Not as important here, but I'm doing pretty nicely. I have a tendency to get like nicked by these guys a few times in a run, but yeah, usually it's like 3 or 4, but you can also use the boxes to, no, to guard yourself. They get caught on them sometimes. But we run up the stairs and we are set. That is not too bad, actually. I'm a fan of that. But this is a lovely room. We'll go ahead and get our little scritches in, and then we run. And this section has the potential to be kind of dumb, because there is a slight RNG element. Depending on what angle you make certain jumps from, you'll end up having to accidentally claw yourself up, and it's like a couple seconds where your cat's just gonna be like, help me, brother, please. But that's all right, it didn't quite happen there. That's usually the only place it happens. It also will sometimes occur when you are jumping from a bucket and you're trying to like jump prematurely from that all the way into the thing, to the ledge. So we'll go over here, and you usually want to get the barrels on their side a little bit closer than you would expect it to, because it does have a tendency to roll backwards a little bit, and your margin for error is pretty small, so. Damn it, Theo. Working. Okay, so now we follow the bright luminescent arrow sign telling me to go what way? Over here. So yeah, so long as you just more or less memorize this. At this point, I've probably tried doing this speedrun close to 7 or 8 times. And I think I mentioned the main reason why I'm doing this is there's an achievement, a trophy in this game, to beat it in under 2 hours, which is completely doable, obviously, and it's not really that difficult. I think even the project only turned out to be like, what, maybe 3.5 or 4 hours? The file was longer because I had broken footage and stuff, but the video project ended up being not that long, like what, 12 episodes at roughly 20 to 22 minutes apiece. Yeah, not that bad, like 3.5 hours, so definitely doable, and that was 100%, so yeah, and also exploring and talking to everybody. This is just pure skin and bones ass playthrough, so jump in here, and before you know it, we have made it into the flat. Very nice. This one you want to make a beeline straight for the keyboard. This one's a little annoying, and if you want to maybe shave off a couple of frames here and there, you can try walking back and forth and try to press more buttons, but you usually risk accidentally walking off the keyboard, whereas just holding it down is a little slower, but at least you don't have to worry about stepping off. So the secret lab is kind of interesting. We can go ahead and grab the 4 batteries, one of which is up here, and I'm gonna try something new this time. I'm gonna go over here, activate this, and grab this battery. There, and while that's moving, so we're not sitting around waiting for it to finish, we'll go ahead and do this, put that over here, and you have to be careful. Your cat has a tendency to just drop the battery right next to the socket rather than plug it in, so there we go, and the door to the secret room will now be available. And if you do it just nice enough, you can actually jump on top of the machine there. I got caught on that damn thing. Anytime I want to show something cool, it's just never gonna happen. All right, B12, me and you. The place where that drops is kind of random. That wasn't the best spot, but it can definitely bounce real far off from the side. So, hello, cutscene. Let's see, let's have another drink here. Maybe a coffee. This is a terrible combination of drinks, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm already kind of feeling a little better. Usually happens when, you know, I drink or when I'm recording. I don't know. It's a nice little pick-me-up. You know, after 14 plus years of doing it, it's just, I've become a creature of habit, so to speak. So, man, I don't usually play my PlayStation 5 while I'm at my desk, and it's like really, really warm against my leg. That's troubling. Luckily, it's like not impeded, but it's also not very well ventilated, so that's not good. All right, come on, B12. You are the source of all my misery. So in getting through these conversations, you're gonna have to press square to get through it all, and then O at the very end to end it. Not a big fan of that, because sometimes you'll have very short conversations and other times you'll be sitting there for 5 seconds just mashing, waiting for the O prompt to come up. So you have to stand in that specific spot before you get the vest, and we get to go do this whole shenanigans of a cat wearing it. It's adorable, but man, after this speed run, I never want to see it again. So look at the inventory. Got to make a beeline straight for the door here. Now our first code comes in the form of 3748. There we go. And now we can leave and exit and travel via interstate bucket. My favorite method of transportation. All right, in we go. Yeah, down there is all the cool stuff that we could experience if, you know, we wanted to die, but that's all right. We head over here, and this is what I meant by hopping over and making a little bit farther. and then doing that. That's amazing. That's happened a few times, but not recently, so I'm so glad that happened at least once. Okay, so we have the photograph of the outside, and we're gonna use it a grand total of 2 times. So let's go over here. If you're lucky, you can jump to the overhang, but usually you end up dropping down there, so. Damn, there goes that world record, man. That illustrious, damn coveted spot. And then we wait again. Yes, this is nice and dandy, about ready to make our way to the slums. This is, close to where I reset last time and I just gave up. I got to this point and I was like, am I seriously just gonna be messing up here of all places in the slums? No, not today. So this is as fast as we can move. That is until this guy just hits the alarm, runs away. I like how publicly accessible those are. But you get to see all of our friends running away in terror. And then we get ourselves a nice chunky little cutscene, so run in there, you. All right, back to the water. Back to the water. Get over here. I just love how they just trip over themselves like that. It's so good. And I was so hoping that the Guardian was gonna have more of a role in this game, but he did stand up to the only organic living thing that they've seen in years, so go figure. Oh, you know what's something insane that was not even intentional when I started recording this entire series, is the fact that Soma is going to be coming out soon, as of, I guess maybe October, I think. But that's a series I recorded a while ago. I think I talked about it, and yeah, it has to do with existential crises as well as robots, and it just now struck me that this reminds me a lot of that. So yeah. Also, I love throwing in the occasional meow here and there, just in these random cutscenes. It's a fun time. But yeah, like, just play Soma, please, or at least watch the project when it comes out, because I've been holding on to it for a while, and it feels weird to, like, finally be able to upload it, but it didn't really seem to make much sense to keep it in the vault for as long as I did. All right, so there's the picture you're gonna show me that I have to go way up there to go see the old dock. So let's go and make our way. Now, this part is kind of annoying. This is actually what I screwed up. So we're gonna head up the side here, and these air vents are really annoying. Okay, it's not happening. There it is. We're gonna miss a cycle, but you want these people to go ahead and drop the paint so that we can go inside and get the super detergent. So there we go. Oh, excuse me. I just love like the little meows from off screen. So we're gonna need that open so that when we head back down under there on our second visit to the slums, we will be able to grab the detergent so we can make the poncho. That is the important part. But I don't know how other people like to do it, but it also leaves quick access up to here where we can go and get ourselves a lovely notebook. So jump down, and if you're lucky, you can make a blind jump. There we go. But the camera in this game is like really weird sometimes, so we'll grab that and be on our way. Go, 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 please. Yeah, go out this way and hopefully get... No, don't double tap the triangle button. Damn it. So head out here and we can make our way to the library now. So, yeah, again, traveling via bucket, but it's good to know that we have a pretty decent route set out ahead of us. So jump to that. Got to be really careful here because there's a lot of little things you can accidentally jump to, including the other side of overhangs and buildings that you don't want to. So also over here, I've been caught on that door. Make sure you run through it all the way because your cat will stand on the little partition there, not be able to make up his or her mind, and it's not a fun time. So all the way through, there you go. And now off we go. Now pipe, thank you. God, it's so annoying trying to jump to this pipe in particular, but let's go over here. Did I say we were going to the library? Now we're going to the library. All right, I know what I'm talking about, I promise. This is the library. And this one's kind of fun because you get to just jump on stacks of books and it's mandatory. So, or should I say meowndatory? All right, just jump on as many of these as possible so you don't get distracted. Pick up the key for the safe. And then run back and hope we don't run into any immovable stacks of books. There we go. So select it and we are good. Thank you. Okay, so that is all the books we need and it's time to go and make ourselves to Doc's apartment. And that's actually right in front of us. So got a couple different ways we can go, but I'm particularly fond of this method. Here we go. So jump up here, don't jump on the handrail, and we're good. Ah, beautiful. How's it going, friend? It's good to see you. We made it about, what, 21 minutes in here already? Not bad. Oh, he's such a poor, sad robot. I'm sorry, bud. Alright, now this is a little janky, so we give him the picture, and then we start giving him his notebooks. So, thank you, B12. So we give him one, and then we have to press up again in a different conversation to hand him the other two, and then he'll be nice and glad and everything is a-okay. For those sequences where you have to go through fast, I usually use both of my thumbs, one on the square and one on the O, and you just kind of like, just alternate as quickly as possible, just in case you don't know where it ends. So, there you go. So he's gonna hand us the the antenna, and we're gonna have to install it at the top of the rooftops. So let's do it. Off over this way, and welcome to chapter 5, I think? Something like that. But this one is really straightforward too. This one is just pure action and platforming, so go figure. But these are the rooftops, and going through this is a little different than how the game would casually want you to do it. Oh, come on, really? The first one? Okay, so just bulldoze yourself through throngs of enemies here and you should be fine. I'm gonna go and take this over here, and usually just running straight forward into them is a good enough way to get them to sort of scatter. That might just be like personal experience, but they don't have much of a chance to lunge at you. So jump onto this to jump back on the girder. And then we're set. Again, with rolling inside of these barrels, you just want to go a little bit farther. Just don't waste the time realizing you can't make the jump and then just losing out on that time just because, hey, you thought you could get faster distance than not. But that's all right. Jump over here. And this one isn't too bad. I'm sure you could probably find yourself a way of doing this without this part right here, getting all these guys, but I just don't want to waste my time. So get as many of them in there as you can, and then cheese it over here. It's fine to leave a couple stragglers because you can actually still squish them, but it's funny when they get caught inside because then they get like a little glitchy, if I dare say. Oh, excuse me. The way he just mounted my backside, it really just grinds my gears, man. How rude. Theo does not appreciate. All right. Yeah, I meant to actually try that without locking them inside of that little gate area, just to see if you could, because I'm sure you would be able to save a solid 7 seconds or something, but who knows. We're almost halfway there, though. I think this is actually a pretty good halfway point. So inside here we go, and this is where it gets a little sketchy. So depending on your course of action here, your I don't know, your advantages may vary. That, I feel like that should have got me. All right, very nice. Over here, same thing, just sort of just run straight into them and get real lucky. Oof, they were all fixing for a bruising. And this one is kind of the same thing, where I feel like you could save time by just rolling off in there and not worrying about them. So we're just gonna keep it on the safe side, because so far, I feel like this is a pretty good recording. I'm feeling good about it. Normally I know pretty early on when a recording is gonna be kind of a bust, but for live commentary, this isn't so bad. And oh, come on, right as I say that. Wrong side, damn it. Well, so much for that. Reset. Just kidding. It's too late to reset, man. I really don't want to have to explain all this again. I'm not even gonna feel like it in an hour. Okay, so climb up here, and we can just go ahead and just go head first. Up. Oh, damn it. I didn't even fully commit there. I have no one to blame but myself. All right, and now for the infamous elevator awaiting section. This one is actually not as bad as it was when I recorded it for the project. The Zerks are not the smartest of characters, and for better or worse, we can just let them do all the work. So if y'all want to just, oof, almost already come and get me, go and be my guest. But the faster you run, the faster they run. So just take a little jaunt around the perimeter, stretch out those legs, get out those zoomies. You should be fine. Oh, Jesus, man. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. But now that it's almost back, we can now make it right on top. And later days, suckers. Ooh, I didn't even see the prompt for that. Bye. I also love it when B12's little face just pops up behind yours. It's adorable, man. Doesn't happen very much, but still. It's one of those things where when it does happen, you're like, oh, that's cute. Little B12. But anyways, this next part, pretty straightforward. I guess we're just gonna hang out and talk a little bit. But make sure you don't accidentally jump onto the floor from there. And instead, make your way over here and throw up the old antennae. And now we're set. Thank you. Oh man, this coffee, like, so Sarah got me a new blend this time. I'm trying Pete's for the first time, and that's not something I normally gravitate to. I usually like to go for more artisanal and, you know, roasts and blends that generally have a blended on date as opposed to an expiration date. There's a difference in the old coffee bean world. And it's not too bad. It just kind of reminds me a little bit of hotel coffee, which is not a good thing, but it's like what I imagine it would taste like if it was good, you know? So, and luckily she just got me like a little bag of it, so. Hello, it's good to see you. Thank you for telling me your life story. It's about roughly the same thing I'm doing here today, so. Now we can wait. We can also, if you wanted to, just kind of admire the scenery and the music. It's a good time. But part 2 of the slums ends up being a little bit on the tricky side in my opinion. We'll see how it goes. But I might take a couple of wrong turns here and there in an attempt to shave some time. So we'll see. We'll give it a shot. But welcome to the slums part 2. Let's go and take a look at the note. Instant conversation ender. And now we bring it on over here. It's a cute little bit of dialogue, but I don't care. Let's get out of here. And now what we have to do is get to the bar as fast as we can. And actually, can I just jump down from here? There we go. And we can just go down here, and there's actually an area that you can, yeah, you can actually fast jump through that. And is it this? Ah, shit. Okay, that was the wrong way. All right, that was my bad. We need to go all the way back over here. Okay, if I had taken a right opposite of the golden alley there, that is how you would get here faster. Damn it. Oh, that is awful. All right, sir, if you'd like to offer me a seat, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So I didn't actually have that much coffee left, in case you're wondering. It's not like a full thing. Just been kind of sipping on it all day. That is the kind of man I am. Just hanging out, watching Big Brother, you know. Big Brother 14, I might add. And, yeah. Over here is actually one of my favorite scenes in the game. Just like the posturing, how this man turns around and he's like, yeah, you don't want to head into the sewers, them's is bad news. And then you look at Theo and then you give like the most pathetic little meow. I don't think it even made a sound. That was weird. And then the world's most informative bartender. Or should I say the bot tender. But let's go and hop down here, and you can kind of relax here because this is kind of like an auto-scrolling section. You can only go as fast as the man himself, which is a little unfortunate. Not a fan of that. But this is the perfect opportunity for us to go ahead and get that detergent. Because we took that pathway upwards that we were able to drop the paint, we can just sneak in here, grab it, and then be on our way, because we're going to need to trade it soon for some of the, you know, electric coil. So that's good. And all the while, he'll still be walking, so go ahead and save yourself a little bit of time. But now for some very devious looking lighting, or maybe it's more neutral. Who knows? But I love Momo's, like, jacket here. It is so good. Oh my god. Oh, do I need to? Oh shit, I didn't realize I needed to talk to you. Or maybe I wait here, but I know you're supposed to move this. There we go. Did I call you Doc before? Doc is Seamus's dad. That's what happens after not having played this game for like a month and then trying to remember the plot points. Okay, so, listen, I got some top secret information on your dad you're probably gonna wanna see. So let's go ahead and give him the old Doc's notebook. And there's a secret room in here, and this is the only other key code you need. And it would just so happen to be 2511, so let's go on. There we go. So while that opens, you can run in here and try to get the broken tracker as fast as you can by trying to make your way to the world's hardest to jump to stool. There you go. And then knock it down. It's just right in there. This part actually doesn't matter how fast you do it, because you still have to wait for Seamus to get all the way in here, find out what he wants to look for, tell him you found it, and then you'll be done. So, yeah, we didn't actually waste any time there. At least I hope we didn't. Then I would look real dumb. Alright, so now that we have that, we're going to need to fix the tracker, and whatever you do, don't forget to grab the electric wool. Like, don't forget to trade it to the man so that you can make the poncho. We'll just go and sprint on out here. Later days. So we're gonna head back to Guardian Man. And to the right, that is where we can go and barter a little bit, so that'll be good. So, head on over this way. Get caught on the trash, because why not? That is the kiss of good luck. So, yes, super spirit detergent for the electric cables. We'll take it. They are a fine poncho creating material. Take it from me, a cat. And then we head all the way this way. It might actually have been faster if we went straight and just turned the corner from the bar. But we'll go ahead and bring this on over to the old grandma. Excuse me, ma'am, but would you be so kind as to craft this for me? But please make haste, because I ain't got time for this. We have a trophy to grab. There we go. And the thing about the trophy that I'm more caught up on is the fact that it's actually, shit, it's triangle, is the fact that you actually need to get all of the achievements for the platinum. Whoa, okay, I like phased out there for a second. That was annoying. It's like he opened the door with such brute force, such strength and dexterity that it just flung me out. But we'll go ahead and give him that. I think that's probably the faster text option than giving him the tracker first, but with that, we're set. We can go and finish the chapter. So Get this out of the way, and from here, we can take a nice little left, and now we can go down the Golden Alley. So there we go. Perfect. And here you go, Seamus. Are you okay? Were you contemplating life and death? But yeah, not really much we can do here, so it's another drink break time. Let's go back to the old Tangerine Express. Oof. I'm not really big on Stone. I mean, there was a couple IPAs from them that I really liked, but, you know, just out of a can, not a huge fan of it. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, what a punt. That was incredible, man. But yeah, that is a pretty damn good beer, I guess, even just to start on. I probably wouldn't want like 5 or 6 of them, but who knows. All right, let's get out of here, my dude. Let's get out of here, please. He's just taking his sweet damn time. You know what? I can do the same thing. Yeah. Paper bag and my best friend. How's it going? This is a good time. I should probably, I wonder if I can actually rub up against somebody while wearing this. That'd be kind of funny. Do I just press triangle next to you? Oh, God damn it. I don't think I could have because the prompt didn't show up, but that's fine. Now to make our way to the dead outside. It's not a good time. I guess aside from like the more urban sections where you're like in the slums or in Midtown, these bits are kind of fun. They keep you engaged, and I usually find myself getting a little better every time I try. So that's kind of neat. I do like that. Yeah, he is not down for this whatsoever. Alright, anytime I can regain control here would be fantastic. Again though, we're gonna have to wait for Seamus. Take his sweet time coming over here. Let us know that he is not willing to come with us to save his dear father. How could he? How could he, Theo? Yeah, he is real shy, isn't he? Alright. Sorry, bud. I'll go ahead and take that badge with honor. Please and thank you. And hey, we get to deal with more Zerks, so hooray for that. We also get to kill quite a few of them, at least compared to how you would normally do it in trying to get the rest of the trophies. But we head down here. It's a good old-fashioned dead end. I'm just gonna go ahead and headbutt this crate, and we run forward into infinity. And again, oh, are you joking, man? God, I just keep getting caught by the first damn Zerk to jump on me. Why would you do that? So freaking rude. The thing is that, oh my God, if they get you, it throws off the cycles and they're able to get you even faster. Oh my God, did you see that? I love it when they fling things at you. Just the physics in this game, man. For as beautiful as this game looks and for as impressive as some of the physics are, I still think it plays a little bit like a PS2 game sometimes, and that'll not be more apparent than when we head to the sewers. So, jump up over here and, excuse me, can I, thank you. This is just a bunch of old girder jumping, so. Yeah, I think for right now, just glancing at the timer, we're not doing too bad. We're like, what, 38 minutes in? I think technically the run starts right when you start a new game file and it ends right as the screen fades to black. So I could have a timer up in the corner, but I don't care much for any of that. I actually did consider making like an OBS template for that, but I just did not think to do that today. So I'm sorry if that ruined somebody's day. All right, let's get out of here. Because you know how speedrunners will have like their little best times and their golden numbers and things like that. It's been so long since I've watched like traditional speedruns, so they're probably insane nowadays. But there were some pretty impressive setups, and I was like, oh, I might just go and steal that off you, if you don't mind. Granted, I don't think there's a single original template out there for anything nowadays. Anything you see is like regurgitated from someone who already popularized it. Case in point, I almost want to say like the Rocksmith layouts and stuff, but People do their own things with it, but I feel like I was like among one of the first. So to have, you know, the game overlaid with your actual gameplay in the way that I do with the board and the top phrase banner. I'm not saying that I came up with the idea, but not a lot of people were doing it when I was making videos, and there are a lot more people doing it now. So let's go ahead and get out of here, and let's go and, excuse me, jump up to this. Why can't I jump up to, thank you, to the table? That was weird. I wonder if I couldn't. Oh, geez, he just teleported there. All right. So he's gonna take this and he's gonna lead us back out, at which point we just run for our damn lives. We don't have to wait for this poor man to do anything for us. So if you'd like to go ahead and take your time anymore, my dude, that would be freaking fantastic. All right. See, this is why I couldn't speedrun this game professionally. No matter how good of a time I could get, I just don't like getting sick of the games I'm playing, you know? And I want to still love this game when I'm done with it, you know? So, we'll just go make our way over here, and now that we have the battery, or whatever the hell it was he gave us, we'll stick it in here, and unlike when you play this game normally, or how the developers intended you to go through it, you can sort of just sprint through everybody, as long as you don't get bogged down by the Zergs too much, and hopefully you'll be okay. Also, there is an angry-ass cicada right outside my window. That is fantastic. I really hope you can't hear that. Yeah, the cicadas have been kind of mad this year. I don't know why. It must be the inflation. Who knows, but get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, no. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Jesus, the screen is so red. Oh, my God. I am actually very impressed I survived that. My favorite thing is that look how long he celebrates here. When you just run past everyone, he is just fist bumping for days. All right. We did it. We can relax for 5 seconds. The section with Doc is actually like kind of a bummer. It's just, there's a lot of action before and after it. It's just, now that we have the old ultraviolet light here, we just have to wait for him. It's escort mission the game, and for as many of those that are coming up on the channel in the next couple months, I should not be one to talk. But I do love this section right here, where you just step outside, thank you, sir, and you kill them all, destroy. And when he gets over there, he's like, oh, maybe we should kill the Zergs here. Why not? And then the game will tell you how to defeat them, and then it goes back to cutscene. All right, and now we wait. We wait for him to open the door. So, yeah, like I said, a bit of a bummer section, so I'm sorry if I'm being kind of boring right now, but I guess if you've already made it 40 minutes into this video, you've got nothing else better to do with your day. Why not watch some Bones or something? Which also in and of itself is bumming me out because I am almost done with it again, and I just got past the season 10 episode 1 fiasco, which I will not even spoil, but man, I'm so upset at how dirty they did that character. Good God. He was like one of the best parts about the show, and just how easily they were able to write him off. I knew something was wrong when he didn't appear in the opening credits, but who knows? Nobody who's watching this right now has ever seen Bones. What am I doing? Why am I so deep in there? It's what happens when you kind of let your mind wander. Your body does the same, just in a different method, you know? Okay, so we're gonna have to kill a bunch of guys here, and okay. What? There we go. We also have to, excuse me, get over there. Because for some reason, just getting close to this causes it to open. He's overrun. Doc, no. Just run in here. Don't be inadequate. And we probably want to get on the other side of the door there. But we have to make sure these ones are also dead, and they do take a second. Oh, God. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God. One. There's one of them, and oh, I didn't even get him. He's right here. All right, well, goodbye, 30 seconds. Jeez. All right, you didn't see that. That was awful. I'm so sorry to call you incompetent when I am standing right here. I don't use the stun gun that much. But that's alright. Or maybe it's more like a ray gun. Ray guns are not just the future. But once again, we wait for Doc, and this is a good time to bring up Twitter or Instagram, or maybe even check the Rocksmith Plus subreddit. If you really want to shoot yourself in the head multiple times, because guns are not real, and you cannot hurt yourself in that way. Everything is alright. But I do find myself kind of just glancing at my phone every so often, and it's nice, I guess, instead of staying glued to it for the past 45 minutes, you know? But let's get out of here, and cutscene. Nice. Alright, I will take another swig of the old Tangerine Express. Oh, look at this heartwarming reunion. It's cute. It does kind of bum me out that neither of them ever acknowledge you after you reunite them. And it's a little disappointing, but I guess I get why they did it that way. Oh, and we get some metallic scritches. Okay, so this is kind of funny. We can run over here as fast as we can. Sorry, Guardian. And take a look at the sewer door, and it'll just disappear, and all of a sudden the friend will be there, so. It's kind of funny how janky this game is if you try to do things out of order, like phasing through Seamus's door, you know, is one of the instances, and falling through the skylight in the beginning of the game in the Dead City. It's kind of hilarious, but we are now en route to find you, old Balthazar. Joy to the world. And again, some more downtime, so I guess I'll probably just glance at my phone for a second. All right. Good thing I ate, because it's almost 8 o'clock today, and I only just, you know, had a wrap before recording, so I have a tendency not to take care of myself very well when Sarah is not around, so. How's it going, fellas? I see you will be inkillable, unkillable, indefatigable. I don't know. I'm sorry for flashing you in the face there, man. But yeah, take a nice little look at the sewers. I noticed we didn't really do much of that in the project, mostly because there was not really anything to look at. But we can at least use our new gun and kill any beings that look at us funny in the streets. Yeah, and this orange hue, man. It's like someone dialed up the saturation a tad too much. I'm sorry to say. This is a nice little stroll down the sewagey, watery ways of the sewers, right? Yeah. Also over here, oh, we have computer monitors. That's nice. So we can actually jump to this a little sooner than you would think, and I like how we sit like such a good little goyle just right there at the edge of the raft. But we come over here, and the idea is to open the gate up for our dear friend to get through, Mr. Momo. I keep wanting to call him Mono, but that is incorrect. Here we go. And we can kill. We can defeat. There you go. As you guys recall, there is a trophy to get through the entirety of the sewers without killing these singles. Get out of there. Cheese it, man. Gotta get out of here. Defeat them for good measure. Thank God. Okay. And now we're set. Now we're good. Just so long as he doesn't stop rowing, everything will be fine. Yeah, the first time I came through here, I was a little disappointed at how underutilized this space in specific was, because there seems to be like a lot of interesting places that you can go and just sort of explore, but there is very limited amounts of that you can do in this game, aside from, you know, slums in Midtown. Still can't kill those guys, which is a damn shame, because look at them. They're asking for it. Hey, why don't you come down here and tell it to me, to my face? Are you afraid I'm gonna meow ya to the heavenly depths? Who knows? But again, kind of a ho-hum section, because we're just sitting here and waiting. But unfortunately, this is where we must part ways for good, and it could not happen at a sooner moment. Thank you. I'm gonna take another drink. Should probably be some water, honestly. I've already had plenty of it today, but Does not hurt to have more, you know. Oof, it is doing wonders for my throat though. And Baido's doesn't feel like terribly stuffy anymore, so. Oh, and you had an explosion in your face. Sorry, bud. So he's gonna take a sweet time manually opening that, so if you'd like to go ahead and do it, Sir Momo, I will not stop you. But you can get a bit of a head start by just waiting on one of the barrels out here. He'll talk to you one more time, but then you can kind of like jump right under the gate and you'll be good. Any day now, thank you. All right, now we wait and we run. We definitely jumped right through that, didn't we? All right, let's go. So, yeah, not a whole lot to talk about through here other than the fact that we're just gonna be sprinting on through and hopefully not getting too wrecked by things, but there were some egg sacs up there that are a little problematic if you decide you want to go for the memory, but personally didn't quite feel like it. I do feel like a 100% run of this would be kind of fun, but you cannot get 100% in under 2 hours, that's all I'm saying. People who can do like long form speedruns are insane to me. Like, I am so sorry, but I have neither the patience nor the time to commit to a game that I'm going to end up hating at the end of the day, only to get like a subpar run. And for what? You know, ooh, it's fun to, you know, do them maybe once, but that's about it. That's all I can stomach. I'm sorry. Go away, go away. There we go. I also love how B12 will also go directly behind you. So that's nice. Ah, boy. Can y'all just like not do that? Stop. No, no, no. Okay, shit. I need to go left. Okay. It's all right. I just lost maybe 10 seconds there, but it's okay. Okay, man, these guys are just coming out of nowhere. I feel like if you kill more of them, they're more likely to spawn, so maybe it's not better to just kill them as you go. Well, at least I wish I could say that for this room. This one you actually do sort of want to kill everyone you see. That way it's a little bit easier on making your way to the second sort of area, so we'll go and get them on the way back here, but we start opening on this side. Now we cheese it. Okay, so, oh, really, man? Ugh. I'm totally gonna die here, aren't I? Come on, there we go. Oof. Oh my God, we slid through their jugulars like it was nothing. All right, we're good. I probably should have taken the right turn there, but that's all right. We made it, we did not die, and we can now run across. So we head through this, and we find ourselves at the crux of yet another kind of lengthy cutscene / running segment. So, without further ado, get your drink break in. Why not? Man, don't you hate when you think you're able to finish a drink in one gulp and there's like a little bit more than you think? I almost like spilled half a cup of coffee on myself just now, but I got it. And this part is always, oh, it's so distressing. No, Theo, B12, you have to do something. You have to be a hero. No. And then, of course, B12 falls because of the pressure. So it's time to yank him up and get the hell out of Dodge. Cheese it. Get out of there. So again, relatively straightforward, not much to say about this, but the first time Sarah went through the section, she actually was having a lot of trouble and she was getting a lot of anxiety from this section, and I felt really bad for her, so I ended up finishing it for her, but for some reason she was just having a lot of trouble on it, and I think it's because she was having trouble focusing on where they were dropping in from and would just get caught, and then the second you get bogged down by one of them, the cycles are all off and they're all gangbanging you until the cows come home, so it's a little unfortunate, but oh, are you joking me? Really? You're gonna get me there? That's very annoying. But we make it out of there and we are set for the ages. Beautiful. B12. Gotta give him the old mouth to mouth. There we go. So now that we've resuscitated our old friend, if you could do me a favor and hack the hell out of this ventilation system, that'd be fan-freaking-tastic. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Just button mashing until I get to it. Go figure. Okay, so we're actually a fair bit beyond where I normally restart. If I get through the sewers like this, I have a tendency to just kind of finish the run. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm definitely way more well-versed in the first half of the game over the second, so we'll see how this goes. But welcome to Ant Village. Now this little shot right here, oh, I love it so much. I was so close to using that as a thumbnail, and I elected not to because I have a feeling people would be less likely to click on that over, you know, the many screens behind Gibraltar. So there's like a little story behind every one of the thumbnails that I choose. So anyways, it's at this moment that B12 realizes he was the doctor, or the scientist rather, and yeah, he's not going to speak to anyone, which is a tad unfortunate, but that's all right. We'll just go ahead up here. And oh, you know what? I actually screwed up because I wanted to go up on the chessboard players or whatever game they're playing. It's not backgammon. It's not solitaire. I don't know what they're playing. It was some board game. You can jump up onto that up to the second level instead of taking the steps. But just anytime the cat squeals like that, it's like the most, I don't know, stock sound that I've ever heard in my life. Just the screeching cat. I don't know. I've never heard a cat actually make that noise. And whoops, I have to take the pipe here. All right. But yeah, if you're not going for completion, there is a lot of stuff you can just completely bypass. So I would be pretty impressive if you couldn't beat this in under 2 hours. So yeah, just kind of skipping things after having played it. I think I mentioned the first time I did a speedrun of this, it was like an hour 44, I think that was, or that might have been my second, but it was pretty fast, and it was without even really, I don't know, having practiced it. It was just off the cusp of me beating the game, you know, just normally, at least 100%, but we are here right outside of Midtown, and it's gonna be great. It's so funny. There is a video, or several videos, of Matt Berry, the British actor who you might know from What We Do in the Shadows and the IT Crowd. I love the man, but he has the most ridiculous delivery of any character in the world. He's like a caricature of like a British man, and it's so funny to see like his rationale behind why he delivers in such unusual ways, but it's so funny. Man, I need to catch up. There's a new season that I haven't seen yet, and I tried to get Sarah to get into it because she really likes Taika Waititi, right? But she just could not get into What We Do in the Shadows, and I was like so bummed out. I was like, man, this could be our show. We've run out of so many other things to watch, and I don't know. It's a bit of a shame. So I'll probably just watch that on my own. Meanwhile, beating this guy all the way down to Midtown. So luckily for us, we can make a straight B12 line all the way to the apartments and meet up with Clementine immediately. There's nothing else you have to do here. And as a matter of fact, you can't even set up for getting the construction hat or the vest just yet. You have to wait until after you speak to her. But there is the matter of the cassette tape, which we're going to get on our way down because we're already going to drop. And I always get confused in this apartment complex because none of it makes any goddamn sense. We come up this way and we take a right, and in the boarded up, non-conspicuous area, damn it, the controls always reverse there. We can make our way in here, so fantastic. Another perfect time for a perfect drink. I don't have any more coffee, so I'm gonna set it aside so I stop running for it. And now we go ahead and there you go, give it to you. So now that we're here, we can step over and we can get our objective. Just gotta wait for her to take her sweet ass time to get there. Okay, so we need the atomic battery, and in order to get that, we're gonna need the help of a man named Mr. Bomberman, or wait, I already forgot his name, Blazer. That's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that drawer ready for us, and now we can jump all the way down. And this, I'm actually gonna try something a little different. So you need to get the 3 cameras that are hanging out here, so the kids down there listen to their sweet beats. They're gonna go ahead and give us one of them cassette tapes. So this is number 2. And now that I think about it, I think I went on the wrong side here. So let's see, so I can grab that from here, but to get down, I can't actually do that from here. I might need to either, oh, that is not where I thought it was going. Shit, all right, my bad. All right, I'm just gonna eat the time. So you can jump from over here to this vent box, but you cannot jump your way up from there. So keep that in mind. It's to stop from sequence breaking, but we have the cassette tape, so it is now time for us to go and get some stuff started, beginning with the bar. So by heading in here, we're gonna go and wake this damn worker up. He takes forever to get started, so make sure that anything else you need to do here, for whatever reason, you just go ahead and there you go. Wake up, bud. Got some work to do. Great. Got some distance, man. It went the distance. But I'm gonna get caught on things, because why not? But now we can go and deal with Ollie, or whatever that asshole's name was in here. The shop owner. Go ahead and bust our eardrums out. He's gonna cut that infernal racket out. Go ahead and take care of that. God, that is still so loud in the headphones, man. All right. So now that we have that, we can wait over here. Mr. Hungover is still making his way over. Maybe he's still wasted, who knows? But his co-worker slash friend, or at least ex-friend, very upset. How dare you, sir? Oh my God, it's so funny how like rusty the one on the left looks. He's like, well, I've been sitting here for 3 hours and covering for you every day of the week, but Monday, it's like, Jesus, man, could you get your life together? I know it's kind of pathetic being that you're a rusted robot, but the only way to get in here is by way of this box, as far as I know. But the second that he drops down, oof, he's gonna be in for a surprise. All right, there we go. Through the legs, go and snatch that, and actually just run out the front, because you're going to be more likely to not waste time going that way. So not in that one, but in the next alleyway, it's our old friend Blazer wearing the bomber jacket. What is up, my dude? There you go. Now this part is actually kind of annoying too. Things can actually kind of glitch up here if you're unlucky. So we'll go and just give him all this stuff, and then sure, we'll turn around. But we're gonna hop in the box and he's gonna let us inside, and some of the sentries that are patrolling the halls with their lights, they won't move, so you will have to put yourself at risk. And I'm not a big fan of risk, mostly because I never have all the pieces and the little popper never works, so it's not really a great time, but that's okay. It's a better time than this, that's all I'll tell you. Not having to worry about the worker keys and not getting caught definitely speeds up this section a bit though, so. Take another drink here. And now we're in. All right, let's do this. So we'll go and hop on out, and it looks like the sentry, okay, good, it did turn around. I've had it where it just looks down this hallway and doesn't turn back, so very glad that it was cooperative there. And some of this you might still just need to go ahead and get noticed. And it's not a big deal because they don't usually follow you that bad, but yep, whoa, that was cool. I did not think I was gonna make that without getting spotted. But over here, this one isn't too bad. Just make sure that when you get to this platform, don't forget to open the door. There we go. It's a really annoying place to have to forget what to do. All right, so we go around here, and the nice thing about this is that you can literally just run past all these and be fine. If they try to shoot at you, if you're lucky and you have like a lot of trash between you and the sentry, you normally won't get hit. So, oh, I was on the wrong side of that, wasn't I? Ah, damn it. Well, we're fine, because interestingly enough, much like Solid Snake, heading inside of a receptacle of some kind is enough to throw your scent off. So, hooray. That's all you have to do. It's a piece of man. Let me tell you something. All right, so let's go grab this. Bring it on down this way, Mr. B12. And we're gonna go set it on this platform. So not really a whole lot that you can do to expedite this process, although in here, you can start by hacking this and opening the door at the same time, since they both take a little bit of time, and then running across this way and leaving enough space so that you can slide the little copying machine over here. There you go. And not have the barrel like flush up against the battery. And then you'll be set. Oof, my dudes, we're doing it. This might actually be the run because we're almost done with Midtown. I'm so excited. Hello, Slowdown too, that was weird. All right, so now the place is on full alert. That's great. You know, I'm curious, how do robots produce so much waste? Aren't they just robots? The pieces of robots there? Jesus. What is this game going on about, you know? But again, we just gotta make a straight beeline straight towards Clementine's, and it's more or less the same thing. We can still get seen by the sentries and it's not a big deal, or are they called sentinels in this game? I don't remember, but the things that want to do us dirty, we can do something about it, and I certainly intend to do that. So if anything, this is probably where I'll end up dying, so I usually kind of go by ear here and just try to avoid these guys while I can. But we run up here, and I can't remember, is it left or is it was right, wasn't it? Totally was. All right, let's just go here. I was about ready to bite the bullet, but that's okay. We'll go this way. We could have maybe gone straight there. Sneak on over here. Yeah, I definitely could have just gone straight. Yeah, that's all right. that's how you normally do it without getting caught. But this time I can just sprint on over here. Oh God. So annoyingly, Jesus, sometimes he will still clearly try to shoot at you. God damn, dude. All right. This is already so much sloppier than the first half. All right, so we got the mysterious message. We need to find the 4 things. I am forgetting where one of them is. Because it's up here, it's the bathroom, it's the kitchen. Shoot, I forgot. I think it's actually in that room. It might be like the diffuser or something. All right, thank you for that. Let me see. I think it might have just been this. Okay, not bad. And then over here, getting to this upper shelf is kind of annoying. Oh, excuse me. You saw the prompt come up, right? But there we go. And I'm pretty sure you do need to see all of these messages in order to figure out where Clementine is hiding. And oh, come on, you're still there? Oh, usually you're gone. All right, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. You're wasting my time. How did you not see that? Okay, so from here we can literally just jump all the way down and life is good. Okay, so that definitely could have been cleaned up a little bit, but we can dip into this alley here and make our way into the nightclub from the backside pretty easily. So obviously there's no real way of going in through the front, but that's all right. I want good old Alex to let me in. Hey, how's it going, bud? Let me in there. So first order of business, grab ourselves a sketchy drink. That's always a good course of action. And then we're gonna bring it on over here to Mr. Fripp, and he will trade us for the lever. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Button mashing a little too much. And we'll throw the lever right here. So, oh, hello. My input got eaten there. There we go. Now we hop up on here and we wait. Sometimes this guy will take a little too long to go ahead and put it back. There we go. But it'll lead us up here. Nice. And then we can go ahead and go left, middle, right, middle, which I think is the only way to do this unless you just really troubleshoot, but here we go. And that'll get all the lights in fair working order. Thank you, thank you. And now we go across. Now we go across. Everything is good. Everything is dandy. Anytime the screen just cuts to black there, like, freaks me out a little bit. because it doesn't usually segue to a cutscene like that, but we'll head over here. A-Bot Ham Lincoln just hanging out, having a grand old time. He's probably thinking about heading to the theater one of these days. But unfortunately, Clementine, I'm sorry I couldn't get here faster. I swear I meant to. And this guy, this asshole. You know what? I am like annoyed that they never really brought up what happened to this Blazer man ever again. Yeah, don't act shy in front of me, sir. How dare you? No. Oh. It's like a death cry for the cat. It's just so sad. All right, let's take a drink. We're not doing too bad. Are we only at like an hour 10? Geez, that's not bad at all. Now, this jail section I might have a little trouble with, but we'll see. It's getting out of the cage that is a little janky sometimes. There we go. There's one. Oh, shoot. I mistimed it. There we go. What am I talking about? I didn't mistime shit. I did that perfectly. All right, so we'll climb up over here, make our way over to this one, and this next section, I don't remember. Do I go right or left? I think it's right. We start off with this one, go back. Yeah, because if we had gone left first, we wouldn't have been able to make that, so. You also have to make sure you're at the very end of the girder, and you have to wait until it's done moving before you can jump. Go figure. All these safety jumping lessons. But we're gonna get the hell out of here, jump on the yellow box, and we are good. So usually it's a pretty safe bet to just kind of sprint past the guy here and not worry about it. Also because he decides to give up, right? There we go. I'm totally gonna die here, aren't I? But here we have Clementine. How's it going? We found you in record time. So you're gonna go ahead and point us off in the direction of ye old jail cell keys. You'd think they'd have more modern ways of keeping these robots in check, you know? I don't know about you, but it feels awfully restricted to like human limitations. All right, we'll grab that and we are set. Get the hell out of here. And now Clementine more or less is gonna be in control of our speed here. So you don't have much you can do in terms of, I don't know, adjusting that, but enjoy. Even though I can't understand a word you're saying. Also, her room is actually like much better than the other ones we saw. You know, at least this one has working plumbing, you know? All right, can we please not dawdle? It's like another problem that I tend to have with speedruns is I'm just really impatient sometimes. You might not think it just based off of, I guess, the tenor of my voice, but I guess doing something over and over and waiting for something as arbitrarily slow as a robot to move is just something that I'm just like, come on, let's get a move on. Please, we're also really close to the end of the game. It usually sneaks up on me because after the chase sequence, we have a tendency to be right there at the end of the game that only takes 5 minutes to do, so. All right, I'll let you go and deal with that. Take another sip here. Good times. And I have some texts. That's not good. You gonna tell me it's trash? Oh. I didn't meow for any of those. Wow, Theo. Talkative. All right. Yeah, those are just for garbage. And I love this shot of them both looking down at B12, contemplating we need to save her. She is our friend. Well, Clementine is she's our friend. B12 is our savior. All right. So, you know, the thought just occurred to me, what if B12 was the scientist who made like sentient robots a thing? You know, maybe I have Soma on the mind, but I did replay it again recently because it was really good, and the video series I made for it was blind, so on a second playthrough it was a little bit more interesting now being able to sort of keep things in line and whatnot, but yeah, play Soma. You can get it for like $3 easily, man. It is good. It's from the folks over at what was it called? It's like Frictional Games or something. They did the Amnesia series for starters. But yeah, it was a fun time, and if I can get the word out, then I feel like I will have done my job. Also, interesting. I didn't know you could go along the pipe here. That's cool. Well, probably wouldn't matter if we got caught, so long as we just, you know, made a run for it. But I screwed up the timing on this one. Damn it. Well, we can either jump onto the ground, or we could also jump to the other AC vent. There you go. It's a little trickier that way, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Make sure we leave the AI undisturbed. What is going on? Why are we guarding such a tiny, inferior product? Alright, I don't know how I got so turned around in there, but we'll go through this, and we can actually pretty easily make our way just out of here. Please and thank you. I feel like I don't remember it being that easy in the project, but who knows. Alright, let's go ahead and get the hell out of here. Please, help me resuscitate my friend. You're the only one who can perform mouth to mouth. Oh, just kidding. And he's back. Back again. Hooray! Don't you need to be charged soon? There we go. Alright, so, thank you. So, at this point, it also kind of comes down to just waiting with Clementine, because for whatever reason, she's got to be the one to, you know, help us get into the next area, and then we got to help her get forward, and ugh. Now, I will say, I've been having a lot of really bad luck corralling the sentries into the cells, and, excuse me, are you gonna, thank you. Why did it bounce off like that? That's weird. I don't think I've seen it do that before. Yeah, this next section I just have been getting like progressively worse at for some reason, and the escape sequence I keep dying on, so that's probably where I'm gonna end up losing a lot more time. That's right. We're fine. I think we have clearly made it under 2 hours if we're already this close. All right. So you're just gonna take your time, I see. Okay, so 1, not too bad. 2, a little trickier, so go ahead and bring you on over here. There we go. And do not forget, you can go ahead and activate from in there and hope that it doesn't follow you out. So that one is easier said than done. All that business is finished. Just make our way through the yard. All the sad robots, everyday robots next to us. Yeah, just take your time, Clementine. You got a lot to worry about. You and your organic bits. And I don't understand, why do we need 2 fences? This doesn't make any damn sense. Oh, okay, whatever you said, sure, why not? So this one is, they're in weird spots, but if you get them together, that should hopefully be a little fine. Excuse me! Are you oh, god damn it. I would die at like one of the last possible instances where you can. Okay, well, we just had to save there, but that first guy was in a weird spot. Yeah, he is over here now. Okay, well, it's best to usually get them together. Oh god, this is gonna be awful. Come on, Theo, cheese it! Oh my god, get in there. Okay, so give him the old jukebox hero, you can do it. Oh god. All right, do that, and oh no! Are you serious? It's the worst getting them separated. All right, you stay here. You have no business. Please and thank you. Good God, that sucked. That was awful. That was like a lot of time that I just squandered there. And I also have a tendency to die quite a bit on this last chase sequence. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Everything was going so smoothly up to this point. Damn, I just needed to practice everything from the sewers on. I just had to do that one more time and then I would have been set. All right, let's go over that. The frenetic waving. Okay. So, oh look, a locked door. It's the exit. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go and scratch. Get our mandatory scritch in for this chapter. Please and thank you. There's some keys. Clementine's gonna tell me to go and hop in on the back. I feel like there are easier ways to do this, less time-consuming ones I might add. Alright, so we go on there and now we wait. Now we wait. There we go. That traffic cone. Alright. Yeah, it's usually gonna be a little bit rough this section, but we gotta keep it all in there, man. So as the door opens, the entire armada has been informed of our exploits, so now it's time to cheese it again. Get the hell out of there, thieves. Get out of there, go. So this is the bit. I feel like they usually have a tendency to just rubber band really bad. Really bad. Oh my God, Jesus, I did it. I did it. Get on there, yeah. All right, one last drink before the end of the game, I reckon. Man, how cinematique. Come on, Clementine, you can clearly make it. She could have totally come with us. It doesn't make sense why she just ditches us here. It's fine. Please come with us. I don't want to see you get arrested during the endgame cutscene. Please. All right, well, they lost one of the sentries, I guess. All right, it's time to go, I think. But luckily she gives us the key to the subway. I still think that's really weird that that's a thing, you know? But there was like probably one of the game devs that were like, how does the cat drive the subway if they don't have the key? Well, Eureka, we give Clementine the key. Duh, you dumbo. Okay, we're looking good. I think we are, yeah, we're at like 122 maybe? I was recording a little bit before I started, but I can do maths. Okay, so we're almost done. I don't think there's an opportunity for us to die, so this is just pure execution at this point. So let's go and make our way to the subway once again, and just count our blessings while we got them. Get in there, Theo. I am like starting to feel the fatigue. This is what happens when you had one too many Tangerine Expresses, even though I'm still on my first one. I've been taking like 3 drinks of it for the past hour. But it is so good. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have still made it up to this point, then congratulations. You have officially made it farther than I thought you would have. Because we're probably going to end this off around an hour and a half. So this is like a feature-length episode. It's actually been a minute since I've had one of those. I think the last one might have been, shoot, I've been trying to sort of stay away from those, but maybe Kirby Rainbow Curse. I feel like the bonus video for that was pretty long. I bet if I just glanced at my phone, I'd be able to see really obviously what the most recent one was, but God, anytime I'm on a subway in a video game, it's got to be ear-piercingly loud, you know? It actually hurts my ears. But we make our way up here. We have all these mindless robots devoid of any personality or elegance or grace. I'm sorry to say, but we'll go and bring you over here. And, shoot, I forgot what order we're supposed to do this in. You do that. And then I think you tell me that we have to work together to open the passageway. I'll set you right here. And it slides itself into place, and I think you need to instigate this, Sir B12. There we go. So you try that, and right, because you open it there. That's right. All right, go ahead and make some biscuits. Just doing my godly chores. All right, let's go. Let's go. We're making great time here, by the way. I think we're gonna be doing better than I thought. We're back to the control room. This is nice. I don't think I had ever mentioned, but Control Room and also Kiss, I think it was Kiss Off or Kiss Me, that was on Clementine's hand, are like the only English characters in the game, really. So you don't really see anything else anywhere. But they are dictated by robotic languages and things like that. Binary and whatnot. All right, now it's time to play on some keyboards. Ori would be a pro at this. I don't know if you guys have cats and open laptops. They are not a good combination. I have so many pictures of Ori and or Pixel just sitting on my computer trying to hate tweet Ted Cruz and Craig Abbott. Those bitches. I would help, but I don't want national security to get on my ass. They wouldn't believe me if I told them it was the cats doing it, you know? Okay, so we're almost done. We have 3 locks that we need to go and undo, and it would be really nice to be able to do that. Roof control station. System is locked. Those are also English characters. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start with this one. Please. Excuse me. X button. Thank you. And then we go and open this up. There we go. And time to make more biscuits. Hell yeah. Nice and buttery biscuits for the circuits. Man, it's so funny. Back when I used to work at Safeway, one of the guys that I used to work with in the dairy department, he was, I guess he was just labeling something, or he was asking like something to leave behind a note or something. And he spelled biscuit, like biscuit, but it was like B-I-S Q-I-U-T, biscuit. And I was like, this is really what I'm working with, man. God damn. But then I looked at his Facebook, and he had a bunch of pictures of him hunting and showing off his kills. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't mess with this guy anymore. Maybe I shouldn't leave him condescending letters because of his negligence. There we go. No, I'm usually pretty fair, but sometimes that man just did very questionable things. I'm like, man, you just really set me back about a week with that nonsense. You realize that, right? I do not miss Safeway. If I ever have to go back, I will cry. All right, it's time to bring over B12. This part sucked the first time, man. It was sad. Sad days for all, but there we have it. My friends, we did it. Just a little more text to go. I'm sorry, B12. You're making the ultimate sacrifice. And because we didn't get all of the memories, we don't get the ultra cool, colorful vest that we got to wear for a full 3 minutes. So sad. Don't forget to hydrate, folks. Look at this. Look at it. Aw. I really wanted to use this as the thumbnail, but I think it's a little spoilery. So some might argue that, you know, showing a thumbnail of the cat outside and with sun beaming on its face is more spoilerific. But did you think we were going to end this game without escaping to the outside? No, I don't think so, my friends. But this is a really cool scene. I do like it a lot. And it was kind of funny because when Sarah was playing through this and she beat it for the first time, she ended up watching the entire ceiling open up, which you can do. It's constantly opening up as you exit the game, and the room continually gets brighter and brighter, and you can kind of see like life coming back and sort of regressing down in the slums, so to speak. So it's cool to see the light continue to spread until it's fully open, because there's like a little, percentage amount along the top that is just really just there for you. So run, Clementine. Use this once in a lifetime opportunity to escape the law. All right, let's get out of here. This is where I got my naps in on my first playthrough, but we just ran on out, and it's just an easy way to the end. Okay, so yeah, I'm very interested to see in what the in-game time is. because I think you actually do need to have real time. I think it's RTA to submit it to leaderboards, but I guess I have video evidence here, and we'll see what the timer at the end says. So with that, we lived, we survived. And this is a nice scene. There's just something about how they captured the cat soaking in the sun and the rays. It's like I haven't seen someone enjoy the sun this much since Sheryl Crow, you know, and soaking up all that sun. Sorry, that was stupid. So I'm curious. I'm actually gonna check something real quick. Let's see. Safari, Stray, speedrun, PS5. Let's see. So speedrun.com, PS5. Oh my God, PC. Okay, interesting. Okay, PS5 glitchless. Ah, there it is. I'm speed. Okay, so after getting all of the other achievements and trophies, I should say, you get all done. And that's just for doing everything else, including taking your hour-long nap and meowing 100 times. That's all you get. But it is time to just take a quick peek at an hour 22:54. Okay, so according to speedrun.com, on the PS5 glitchless category, the fastest time is an hour 19 and 17 seconds. And I would place myself at 5th place, with the current one being an hour 23 and 22 seconds. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So that's like a 5th place run right there. And I could totally do so much better than that. Yeah, 4th place I'd basically have to get under a minute 20 to do anything else there, but there's like a 3-minute spell there that I could just squeeze myself into. That's cool. I could actually go to that length, but I don't think I will. I think I'm all right. That's really nice. Not a lot of US representation on this list though. I mean, 2nd place is the US, but also the next one is 11th, and then the next one is 25th place, so interesting. But that was Stray. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. That is I'm gonna go with that. I know I screwed up a lot in the second half, and I could fix it if I did it again right now, but I felt good about this recording, and I am actually feeling kind of tired. So, yep, enjoy the rest of your night, and life will be good. Take care, and I will see you for whatever I have coming up next, which I believe, A Plague Tale and Little Nightmares 2. Ooh, those are a treat. Well, take care, everybody, and I hope to see you guys in the future, and I hope you enjoyed. Man, this is gonna be a long video, though. See you guys next time.